Today, we're going to check out some of the newer areas of Summerlin South, and it's almost like this exclusive little pocket that most people honestly don't even really know it exists. It is located next to some amazing amenities like the Durango Casino, Uncommons, the Bend, and some awesome schools, not to mention Cowabunga Bay Water Park. By the time we're done with this video, you are going to know exactly what you want when it comes to Summerlin South, and as a bonus, also going to take you on an exclusive property tour of one of the most beautiful properties that is on market right now in Summerlin South. It has got some insane features that I cannot wait to share with you. So let's dive in. So we're up at the top right now of Summerlin South, and it's surrounded by amazing mountains. You've got the Red Rock Casino on one side and downtown Summerlin right over here. We're gonna go check out the ridges first, and then we'll head all the way back down towards the cliffs. The number one thing you want to remember about Summerlin, it's not defined by zip codes, it's actually defined by border. There's 4 different spots. So right now you've got Summerlin West, which is going to be out that way, Summerlin Center, which is going to be towards the east, Summerlin North, and then Summerlin South. So the first thing we're going to do is go check out the Ridges, which is one of the more high-end communities, mostly custom properties. Another thing that I want to mention about Summerlin South is because it does kind of build into a lot of the cliffs, that's the entire theme for the South area of Summerlin. It's meant to be immersive with nature. That's one of the number one things that you will see with the Ridges is all of the mansions are really built into the cliff. We're going to check out the Mesas. The Summit Club is also here. You've got the gardens and the cliffs and the peaks. Right beside me is downtown Summerlin. Now we are heading on Williams Center Drive. Love Summerlin and the roundabouts. I've absolutely never accidentally got off on the wrong one. No, it never happened to me with clients following me, and they had to drive in circles as we worked out the roundabout systems in Summerlin. It's something that is more unique to Summerlin. Inspirata tried to implement it and people drove off the curb, so they axed it and redid the roads as you enter Inspirata and Henderson. To the right, we're going to see a park, and there's about 300 parks in Summerlin, and 32 of those are huge, giant. So right now we're driving into the Ridges, which is basically one of the most well-known luxury guard-gated areas in Summerlin. It was built starting around the mid-2000s, about 2004, when Summerlin started expanding closer to the Red Rock Canyon. So inside here, there's roughly a dozen different neighborhoods. Some are single-story luxury homes, then you've got some semi-custom, and then you've also got some fully custom estates that can be found in smaller double guard gated sections. The whole community is built around Bears Best Golf Course, which is being refurbished into a private golf community. Price wise, you're typically starting around 1 million. Most homes do fall somewhere between 2 to 4 million, and then there's large custom properties that can go well over 10 million depending on the lot and architecture, but the big draw is a lot of privacy. You're very tucked away here, and you're only just a couple minutes from downtown Summerlin. We are now heading down towards the Summit Club. We're on Town Center. Across the street over here, you're gonna see Sienna. It's its own private retirement community. Very pretty though. You would not even know it was there. Honestly, the Summit Club, it's pretty crazy. Like, it's just very hidden. All you see is a small little tiny sign that says the Summit, and then a street that goes up. It's all tree lined, and you don't see any of these massive luxury estates, which is what the Summit Club is known for, from a street level. Prices are going to range all the way up to about $30 million for a property in there. They do still have some dirt for sale, and I believe those are starting around 2 to 3 million. But again, that's just for the dirt itself. It's a private golf club community, and then it has several different trails that you'll see people walking on all of the time, and again, just tons and tons and tons of amenities over here. This is the summit. No big signs, just a few cliffs. This would be like the brand newest community that just went in. Very popular. Okay, so we are heading into the Peaks, which is about 800 acres of new development. You're seeing some of the properties kind of off to the right here. Again, very like modern, desert contemporary. It's built into the cliffs, just like the rest of the valley. Right now, this is Ascension. I've sold quite a few homes in here. I actually really love this area. It competes with the Mesas. Toll Brothers released a new build over in the Mesas that was supposed to be like jaw-dropping, the showstopper, but then Ascension came in, which is mostly Pulte and Toll Brothers. It has revolutionized real estate in Las Vegas, and I think a lot of people get super confused about this area because they just think of it as Ascension. So when they're trying to find information out about Ascension, they can't really find it because it's not super clear. It's because Ascension is a part of the Peak in Summerlin, and it's still in development. There's a ton that's going in here, but this is a guard gated community, ultra modern. Prices are going up around $3 million. I expect that they'll continue to climb as they hit the resale market. Most of what has been purchased in Ascension right now has been direct from the builders. They've got some pretty incredible models in there. What it's like to live out in Summerlin South, especially as we start to get more south, it becomes much more nature oriented, and you really are built into the surrounding mountain atmosphere. It's just a very special aesthetic to be a part of, and you get some amazing sunsets out here too. Area here, I believe that's the edge of Ridgeline, I want to say, and then you can see Pulte is going to continue to build up this way. This whole area eventually will be built into. Busting my tires, that's a hazard of the job. I'll be honest with you, I cannot tell you how many times I've had to call my husband or AAA because there's a nail in my tire because I am consistently driving around neighborhoods that are in development. That's definitely one thing that our team specializes in, is in new construction. So we always go and visit what's opening up in the valley, so we have a hand on exactly what's coming up and what's coming next. That way we can get the best deals for our clients, because as communities are released, they tend to escalate up. So strategy that we often implement is getting in as early as possible. Now, you can't always control when you're able to buy a property, but if you do have time for leeway and you're thinking new construction, then that is a hack that I always want to share with my clients. The Mesas is really cool, actually, and it's definitely a premier location. We're almost to that home tour, which is going to be in the canyons, which is right after the Mesa, so stick around for that. But you'll see it's about 497 acres, guard gated community. Properties are going to be from like 1,600 square feet all the way up to almost 5,000 square feet. It's mostly contemporary, modern desert architecture like we've been seeing in the past. Toll Brothers, like I mentioned earlier, did develop a very exclusive community, which is Mesa Ridge, and you can see it's a mixed 2 stories that have really interesting roof lines that are meant to play with its backdrop, which is the cliffs. So the Mesas is in proximity to some really great amenities too, including Gorman High School, which is a world-renowned high school that is known especially for its sports program. And I think that's part of why, again, we're seeing so many celebrities move up this way, especially Gorman's got great proximity, not only to the cliffs, not only to the Mesas, but the Peaks and the Summit Club and the Ridges. It's all within a nice 15-minute commute. And I think that that's a big draw for the area, but 11 of the schools over here are also 5-star rated. So as we're driving, we're kind of checking out just a little bit more of the area. Some of it's guard gated, some of it isn't. So just around this roundabout is Gorman, which we were talking about earlier, and then we are on our way down to the cliffs, which is the most southern part of our tour of Summerlin South, and it was built around 2015. Here we are at the cliffs now. This has been in production for about 5 or 6 years. You can kind of see it's really built into the mountains all around us. That is the main concept, especially of this most southern tip of Summerlin South. You've got all of the major builders here. So everyone from Pulte, Tri-Point, and Toll Brothers have all built properties throughout here. Very desert, modern architecture, shades that blend into nature. And then you've got several different neighborhoods in here. So there's 12 communities in the cliffs and about 1,700 different homes, and a master plan community called the Regency, which is 55 plus. So this particular nook is multi-generational. So you've got great family living, like there's a park, there's Oakleaf Park that's right over here, tons of trails, some really great amenities, including a gigantic clubhouse that has everything from a test kitchen. They've got a wine room, a pool, a pickleball court, just like everything that you could possibly imagine all in one area. It's all one story. Prices over here are going to span all the way up to about $2 million, and they average anywhere from like 800 plus. We are heading towards Jade Point and Terra Luna, which are the newest parts of the community, and the property that we're going to check out today is in Terra Luna. It is a gorgeous home, and it's already getting a ton of traction because I think it's just a very popular area in general. So again, you've got some more parks off to the side. You've got some great views of the cliffs, and we're gonna keep going. Got some of the one stories off to the right, and oh, you know what? I almost forgot. One of the great things about the cliffs in general, not only is its proximity to that new southwest corridor, but it's super close to a water park, right? So I know I had mentioned that earlier. That is something we are also checking out today. Okay, so we have just left the cliffs, which is about 2 minutes back that way, and we are now going to head to the Durango, and next we've got Uncommons and the Bend and the Curve, which is all a part of this growth corridor that is happening over here in the Southwest. And after that, we are going to check out that exclusive home tour. So make sure you stick around for that because I'm really excited to share that with you. All right, here we go.
So this is the Durango Casino. It's my favorite casino right now. I mean, I'm not a big gambler, but I do love the restaurants here. You've got Summer House, which is absolutely beautiful, very modern and light and kind of like bohemian decor, great food. And then Nico's, which is an excellent steakhouse. My husband and I went there for Valentine's dinner last year. I loved the dirty martinis. You almost cannot go wrong. And then you've got the George, which is a really cool kind of like mixed use sports book area, but it's also family friendly. And then you've also got a food court, which is like more of like a elevated food hall with some really special restaurants that we just don't necessarily have everywhere else in the valley, like Prince Street Pizza or Polly's Sandwich Shop. So right here you can see that they have broken ground on a $389 million expansion that is going to include a ton of new amenities. You've got 36 lanes of luxury bowling. You've got Moonshine Flats, which is going to be a music hall. And of course, we've got more casino going in, not to mention a luxury movie theater, which I am personally really excited for. Next, I'm really excited to show you Uncommons, so let's head there. This area is known for some really great cafes, restaurants, and it's also a mixed use district where you can find businesses like the DraftKings are here, a few different real estate offices are here as well. And then they've also got apartments that you can actually rent and live in. So it's all pretty neat, and I'm really excited to show you guys. We're gonna go walk around and take a look at things and kind of get an idea of what it's like to walk around here. So this is a kiln at Uncommons, which is kind of like a flex workspace. where you can rent out office space. They've even got like a theater room, a meditation room, and I'll show you the assembly, which often has a bunch of different classes that are hosted. They'll do yoga, meditation, then we'll walk over this way. And you kind of get a vibe for what Uncommons is all about. It's very modern, very trendy, and I think a lot of the things that are here definitely speak to that. So Mari is one of my favorite restaurants here. They are known for their pasta and wine. I've had a lot of very fun girls' nights here and a couple of really great date nights too. It's amazing pasta, like it's all very fresh made, so it's absolutely delicious. And if you follow me this way, we're gonna head into the courtyard, which is a great place to come and work during the day. There's just like a ton of people hanging out, working, eating. There's a great cafe right here, which is called the Earth Cafe. So then you got a salon right here. I honestly haven't checked it out yet, but I think it's really nice just to have that kind of like convenience factor. So this is a really cute spot that I've been dying to check out. I think it's called Wino, but it's a market bar. It looks like they do a ton of tastings here, and it's definitely on my bucket list for my next mom's night out. That is 100% for sure. So there are a ton of businesses also located at Uncommons, but I think the one that people will most likely know is DraftKings, and they've got another one like Morgan Stanley, and there's a couple of real estate brokerages, and then a bunch that I'm not really sure what they are, but they look interesting as well. And now we are gonna head out, and I'm gonna take you over to something called The Curve, which is a shopping corridor that hosts IKEA. There's a new Costco over there. There's also a Ashley Furniture that just went in. We just bought a brand new kitchen table from them, and I just love the fact again that you can actually go somewhere and see it, because I don't know about you, but buying these online can definitely throw me for a loop. And I have a hard, fast rule that I will never buy a couch online. I need to sit on it first, because I do really love my time at night enjoying myself on the couch, and I want to be as comfortable as possible. So it's really great to have a bunch of furniture stores that have now been popping up in the area. Right across from the Curve shopping corridor is something called The Bend, which is a lot like Uncommons in a way, where it's a mixed use community, but it's also very wellness focused. And that's kind of something that you're gonna see is big in this area in general. So not only do they have some really great places, like here's a great ramen place with Love Always has a line out front. It's I don't know if you guys can see it, but yeah, they've got a really great burger spot there, and I'm not sure what's going on. I haven't been there yet, but every time I'm here, there's a crazy long line. And then we've got Aces and Ales, Evolve, which is a microbrewery, and then there's salons up here. I really actually want to focus on is the fact that this whole kind of corridor is going to be very like health and wellness friendly for the Southwest area. Again, all of this is within like 5 to 10 minutes of that new portion of Summerlin South, the Cliffs. Then you've also got Union Biscuit, which has been on my list to try. Honestly, my videographer and I were just talking about how good it looks, and we are constantly, catching up to some of these really trendy cities. There's also a lot of pediatricians in this area. And then you've got Southern Hills Hospital, which is also right over here. Right here is the surgery center. And then we're gonna hop on the main fairway again, and we'll be right back in Summerlin South in just a few minutes. And I'm gonna show you a water park that is all built around the homes that we're going to check out. So just 5 minutes away from the property I'm about to show you is Cowabunga Bay Water Park. It is the absolute perfect place to bring your kids during the summer. If you're like me, I've got boys, I've got to get them out of the house. So staying inside all day just isn't always an option for us. So I love the fact that this has such an amazing proximity to Summerlin South. It just adds so much value you to the area. And then right over here, you've actually got the Aquatic Springs, which is a large recreational indoor pool that is open year-round with everything from swimming lessons to private swim time where you can come and do large laps if that's something that you like to do. And right in front here, we've actually got a great open field and a park. It's just all in one little area. And again, it's right around the corner from the property I'm going to show you guys in just a minute. Something I tell buyers all of the time is that if they're relocating from, even if it's in Henderson and they're thinking about maybe coming over to Summerlin for the schools, or if they're moving in from out of state, that they definitely want to reach out and set up a consultation first, because we help buyers and sellers narrow down their decisions all of the time. Summerlin in particular is broken up into so many different areas. Each village has its own characteristics. If you're interested in setting up a call or a meeting, go ahead and send me a message. All of my contact is in the information below, and I look forward to hearing from you guys. So we're finally going to go check out that property that I was telling you guys about. I am so excited. It is right inside of the cliffs. So you're gonna see that we're gonna drive in. There's going to be a couple restaurants on the right-hand side. There is the junior high right here, which is Spice. And then there's Shelley Berkeley Elementary School, which is right across from the neighborhood that we're gonna go check out. We are finally here, guys. We are at 9725 Starlight Ridge Avenue, a premier listing in Summerlin South at the Cliffs Communities. And I'm saving the best for last, so follow me this way and let's go check it out. So this property is listed for $1.2 million and it just hit the market. The owners took a lot of time prepping and getting the property ready, and they've spared no expense when it comes to upgrades. And I think it just is very modern and stylish, and the tones, everything about it is just really beautiful. So when you first walk in, the owner had put in this natural stone wall to help accent, because there's this gorgeous staircase. There's just a lot of really good things about this house. So I'm gonna show you one of my favorite features first, actually. Well, this isn't one of my favorite features, but it's a great feature. It's just having a nice half bath downstairs, right? And then we go this way. This is awesome. It is a bedroom on the first floor that has a full bath. This could be used for so many different things. For me, it'd probably be a playroom or a room for my mom. It's also, I've seen people use it as a great office. The owner, she is a beauty influencer, and so she used this room to create content, actually. Everything about this property is gorgeous. Then another really great feature is how many windows this property has, because it's just so open and airy, and it gets amazing light no matter what time of day it is. So you're gonna follow me upstairs. We're gonna check out the bedrooms, and then I'll take you back downstairs because I'm gonna show you my favorite part right at the end. So I'm actually really proud of my team for this listing. This is something that we worked really hard on, and we went over everything with a fine-tooth comb. The carpet in here is all brand new. The stairs were refinished, and so were the banisters. So everything feels like it's completely fresh. Then we come in here, and obviously you can see we had a fantastic staging team come in. They did a great job. This house really does have kind of that desert wellness, elevated vibe. I mean, just from the fact that we saw all of those great amenities around it, just being in here is a very like calming, serene atmosphere in general. Like being surrounded by the nature, no matter where you look, just, I love it. I really do want to buy this property. So obviously we have to talk about logistics. You got 4 bathrooms. So we've got this bedroom right here. They're pretty simple and to the point, but they do have some larger closet areas. And then this bedroom right here that faces towards the front of the property. I would imagine this would be kids' bedrooms, guest bedrooms. Here is the laundry room. So it does come with a washer and dryer, and a fantastic feature you can't go wrong with is always going to be a sink. Now, it's really deep. I love it. Like, oh gosh, with kids, come on, like you cannot go wrong. All of the cabinetry in the finishes, all is congruent throughout the property. I like that personally, along with the quartz countertop. And then we're gonna go into the primary suite. Just imagine like hanging out here in the morning, having coffee, relaxing, reading a book. Oh, this is great. I can't wait to show you this. Okay, so come this way. The bathroom is really cool. These mirrors, they really did, like I said, all of it is congruent throughout, so you get these really great copper finishes. I love. You got the quartz countertop, you get the brushed brass, which is so classy and elegant. But this is one of those walk-in super showers, and I'm seeing this a lot lately. It's very like in style to have one of those walk-in showers. All of the new builds are really focusing on them right now, and it seems like the bathtub idea is kind of going by the wayside. We're just not really seeing it as important anymore. And then I want to show you the closet, which she had done custom, and voila, all matching. Details were very important to both of the owners of this property. The original owner and the girl who took it on from her, both really mattered about the small little things and about the property in general. They truly cared about it, and they put all of themselves into it, and it really shows just how much effort and upkeep went into the property. And then again, we had our team come in and just make sure that it was like ready to go, looked perfect. And then again, just like walking out and seeing like just how gorgeous everything is. Like we went through, we've had all of the paint touched up. It's all very clean and move-in ready. Honestly, you just need the keys and you're good to go. Now we're gonna go downstairs and I'm gonna show you a couple of the best parts about this property. It's not only will it make you feel like, it just makes it feel like $1 million. Like it is, it's $1 million. Okay, so this is the main living space. You can see that the owner had put in a custom entertainment center. So if you wanted to, you could take the art down. It is set up to be mounted for a large flat screen TV. And then you've got the fireplace, which we're seeing in all of the properties now. And then we're gonna look at the kitchen, which in and of itself is honestly absolutely gorgeous. So we've got the quartz countertops and the brass finishes, white cabinetry, stainless steel appliances, because like I said, we have a lot of congruency, which I like. Again, everything just feels like it flows very well. This is one of my favorite parts, little dining nook. It is just so, one, unique for Las Vegas, and it's separate, and it gets the most incredible light no matter what time of day it is. It just feels so special. Now I've really told you about one of the best parts. I have to show you the backyard. And it's just really taking us on that whole desert, tranquil, beautiful lifestyle. So follow me. And you are outside in your own little oasis with a gorgeous brand new pool that was just put in, impeccable landscaping, a covered patio that offers a ton of room for entertainment. So, I mean, you can just see yourself out here enjoying a nice, fresh, healthy meal and capping off your evening. And everywhere you look, you're gonna see hills and cliffs and mountains. This whole area has been landscaped, and you can see right here the pool. And I love the pool. It's got that pebble tech, but it's smooth enough and it's dark, right? So it's just very elegant and modern, not something that you see all the time. But I mean, honestly, guys, could you not just see yourself living the best life here? I know I could. Like I said, I really do want to buy it. Well, guys, that's it. Thank you so much for coming with us on this adventure today. It was really fun. I loved showing you all of my favorite parts of Summerlin South and why it's an area that I am definitely extremely passionate about. If you are looking to buy or sell, you know I want to hear from you, so go ahead and reach out. My email is Kristin@YourLuxuryPro. Everything is listed below, and I want you to go ahead and click on that next video all about Summerlin West, so you can see what's going on in that neck of the woods.